Hi guys, Henry Harr here with my co-host Johnny Noise. How you doing, John?
Pretty good, Henry. Hey guys, we got a really cool show for you tonight. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching our videos. We certainly do appreciate it. And remind everybody that we are on Rumble. If you just type in Rumble and then go to the search engine, put the Inertia channel. You have to sign up for anything. You can watch all of our content, and we got quite a few videos up, so you can kind of scroll through. But I'll let Henry introduce our guest for this evening.
All right, this evening we're proud to have with us Mr. Chad Rock of uh, of YouTube and Instagram fame. How you doing,
What's up,
Chad?
Chad?
Awesome, Henry, Johnny. How are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
doing good, man. Doing
We're
good.
doing pretty good, man. We're doing pretty good.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh,
Thanks for coming on and joining us, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're happy to
no
have you on the
problem.
show, for sure. Um, and where are you based out of?
Originally from Canada, I always tell
Oh,
people that,
okay.
but I live on the north side of
Oh,
Indianapolis.
Indy. Okay, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, I live in Indy, pretty central. I've been here since forever.
Right, right.
So yeah,
Okay,
Indy's my home.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah,
So you're off that loop that goes around Indy, kind of
yeah,
sort of.
I'm on the north side of
No, said
that
that
loop.
loop. I know it well.
Yeah,
I was driving trucks a little bit when I first came out of the Navy, and I went to
yeah,
Chicago a lot from Alabama, so I know that right.
yeah.
I know that route pretty well and the traffic pretty well too. So it can be challenging. Well, welcome to the show. I guess
Yep,
Henry has some questions for you, and then you can kind of discuss
sure.
what you're doing, and we're certainly looking forward to hearing what you got.
Cool.
Yeah. So, Chad, how did you start picking up the drums?
All right, I'll make it as quick as I can. So I'm 46 years old. About 2 years ago, I woke up one day. I'm like, man, I want to play drums. So I got up and I drove to the music store.
Damn.
I looked at the drums. I didn't know what I was looking at. I'm like, oh, I like the look of that kit. It was like a wood grain kit, and it had like a floor tom and a rack tom. I'm like, I just want a basic kit. I'm like, I'll take that one, and I bought it. I brought it home, and I started to play the drums. That was day one.
Wow.
What
Wow.
instrument? What instrument did you start on? Did you start with guitar or bass?
No, that was my start of my music career right there.
Really?
Picking up,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
picking that up. So real quick, I believe in life you got to have something you love. You got to have a hobby, right, outside your family.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
I didn't have much going on, and I love music, and I love punk music, and I've always wanted to play drums. It's time for a hobby, and then something just inside me was like, you know what? I was gonna buy bass at first because I think it'd be a little bit easier. I play a little bit of bass, but then I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go for the drums. So I bought a
Nice.
drum set, played for about 2 weeks, and learned that the basic eighth note beat. Learned how
Yeah.
to play
Yeah.
that. Then I was like, well, I really don't know what I'm doing anymore. So I got a teacher. His name's Eric. We worked for a month. Just he taught me just some basic stuff, and then I was like, man, I want to start uh, playing songs. And then he taught me my first song.
Wow.
That's kind of how it all started.
Wow.
What was the first song you learned?
You would never guess. The band was Coldplay, and the song was Yellow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Out of every song for me, no, it's actually I kind of took a liking to the song after a while because it's my first one. But it was a great song because it's a moderate pace,
Yeah.
which on drums can be difficult. You gotta like not go too fast, sit in the pocket. There's a couple open of the hi hats there. It was a great first song. Um, because it actually taught you kind of all the basics. So um, yeah, that was my first song, and I guess to go on a little bit with that. Once I learned that song, I was like, man, I wonder what this sounds like. So I pulled out my iPhone and I recorded myself playing, and it was absolutely terrible. I'm like, man, this is like nowhere like what I thought it sounded like. But that was amazing and a blessing that I did that because then I went back and I started correcting my mistakes. It's amazing. Like the camera's not going to lie to you. Whatever you record is going to show
No.
you right back,
No.
right? So I learned like my timing was off. I was going like faster and slower. And then I just kept going back and I kept recording uh, the song. Then finally I got a recording where I'm like, man, this is actually pretty good. And I was shocked because at the same time I was like, the sound quality for a cell phone actually sounds pretty good. And then at that point, I was going to move to my next song. And then I was like, well, what's going to happen to this song? And then I needed a place to put it. Hence, that's where YouTube came from. I mixed my first song. I took my drums that I made, I put it on top of the original song, and I posted to YouTube. Um, just really as a place for me to store my songs. I didn't know where else to put them. So I'm like, I'll just stick it on
Wow.
YouTube. I doubt anybody's going to see these, but
Right. Right.
that's how it kind of all got started. Playing Coldplay Yellow up on YouTube.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, when I started doing my bass cover vids, I didn't really know what the hell I was doing, but I mean, I did it, and I did it all from I do those videos all from my phone too, and they come
Yep.
out sounding pretty
Decent.
okay.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I remember when I posted the that Dramarama song. Is that the name of the band? Am I saying it right?
Dramarama. Yeah.
The anything, anything,
Yes. Yes.
anything. And
Yeah.
you were like the first person that responded, and I was like, dude, I just remember liking this song because it came out on Nightmare on Elm Street 4,
Yep.
and I learned how to play it. I put that one up. They didn't think anybody was really gonna. I mean, outside of Nightmare on Elm Street fans were really gonna know,
Dude, I
and
love that song. You know, I
yeah,
covered it right after you. I did a
yeah,
bass cover of
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I saw that, man. That's speaking of which, let's that's another thing I want to talk about, the videos.
Yep.
So now and then you've been doing this quite a while, and I was fortunate enough to be in one of your videos. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Um so do you just like reach out to the guys and collaborate and say, well, I want to do this song and this
So
and that, and
yeah,
y'all get together and jam?
so there's a couple things. So I do collaborations. I think that's kind of what you're bringing up. A lot of my
Yeah.
covers I do. I'll have like I'm playing drums. Henry could be playing bass, and I got a guy in Austria playing guitar.
Wow.
They send me everything, and I put them together. If anybody checks out my channel, you'll see that. That's all I'm pretty much been doing now are these
Right.
collaborations. So there's a couple ways I can go about it. Uh, at first, what I did, because I didn't really know anyone, if I saw a song that someone did, I'm like, man, I really like that song. I think I could play the drums. I would go do my drums and then mix it to theirs and then ask them permission to use their footage. So I would go screen record off YouTube.
Oh wow.
So the
Okay.
way I came up with this, my first collaboration was a Riverdale song, if you know the Riverdales.
Yeah.
Uh, One of my favorite bands. But I did a song called Countdown, and then a guy that I was watching and that I love is the Buzzkill Show. You might remember
Buzzkills.
that
Yeah.
name. He's kind of around. He did Countdown on guitar, and I was like, I wonder if I could like stick these together. So I screen recorded his guitar, and then I went into the program that I use, Wondershare Filmora, which I know we were talking about before the
Right.
show, and I mixed them and I created this collaboration. And I was like, hey man, you mind if I use it? And then that's what started my whole uh doing collaborations.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, so that's how I got started because I didn't really know anyone. And then I started to get traction after doing these, and people were asking me to like do collaborations, and I'm like, well, I'm not really that good at drums. I haven't been playing that long, so you're gonna have to give me some time. And it just kind of started growing. After that Riverdale song, there's a guy in France. I probably pronounced it wrong. It's like Fan for Luce. He does a lot of punk covers, a lot of French bands. He did a song I liked. I reached out to him and I did the same thing. So now that was like my second one. Then I did another one. Then it just got to the point where people knew that I was kind of the collaboration guy.
Wow.
And I would just reach out to people, say, hey, do you want to collaborate? And then obviously, it was always within my skill level. I picked the songs, but I knew the bands people liked. So if someone wants to do a Riverdale song, well, I can't do them all because I'm not quite there yet as a drummer. But there's some songs that I can do. So I'm like, all right, we can do one of these songs. Which song do you want to do? So at first, it was screen recording, looking out. Now it's kind of I reach out to people. I've probably done songs, at least 15 different people from all over the world. It's absolutely insane. I'm so like honored and humbled that these people have taken time to make music with me. But yeah, that's kind of how it got started and how it's rolling right now. And yeah, I absolutely love it. This is my passion. This is
Wow.
my
Wow.
hobby.
You know, it
Yeah.
happens. It happens fast. You know, with YouTube and other avenues where it's a global thing. It's no longer,
Yep.
and in a push of a button, you're global, and and it does
Yep.
happen really really fast. I have to say, I was taken aback by that too. When I got back into music, um, it's like, well, who are these people? I'm getting stuff from Istanbul, Turkey, and Germany. Like, what, what's going on? Who are all these people? And it's just people that
Yep.
could be from anywhere that just happen to stumble across your stuff and say, hey,
Yep.
whatever. And so, which is cool because it allows you to meet, interact with people globally.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I
No,
mean? So
I like to say the internet makes the world a small place.
for better or
It
for better
does.
or for worse, it does. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yep.
for what I'm doing
For
for
better, yeah.
better, it's crazy. It's actually like I'm from the United States now, from Canada, living in the United States, but like well over half the people I deal with are from like Europe and
Wow.
all over, like not from the United States, which is very cool.
Yeah.
Like I got South America, Italy,
Yeah.
Austria, um, France, Netherlands,
Yeah.
Malaysia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's crazy, and I just think that's so cool how all these people can come together as strangers
And do something.
and like make a music video.
Correct.
Like that's freaking
Correct.
cool, man.
Look,
I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's so cool.
yeah, it's
What? Oh, go ahead,
no, I
John.
was about to say it's pretty awesome. Yeah, check out like Japan, the Japanese, the punk
Oh, I
scene.
got a couple guys I'm trying to get in
Oh my
with.
God, there's a pretty heavy punk scene. They'll tell you it's crazy.
Yeah.
UK is
Yep.
crazy. Um,
Yep.
but yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, and like I said, and you sit back and you're humming like who, you know, this I got people that sent me stuff. I got a separate PO box that I had put together.
Yeah.
When all this started, and I got a room full of stuff. It's like I have no idea. And I guess it's and I'm humbled. I'm like, well, thank you. Like from the
Yeah.
Netherlands, from Canada. Because we got people that follow us from Canada too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, wow, I appreciate it. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That
No, it's very, like I said before, very humbling. Like I'm not that good at drums, but people only see my videos, right? So they think I'm a lot better than I am.
yeah, yeah,
So it's funny. They're like, "Hey, let's do a cover." I'm like, "Send me your music, right?" And I'll start working on it. Like 2 hours later, they send me theirs. So I'm
yeah.
like, I'm gonna need a couple days here.
Figure it out.
But
Yeah, it's all
yeah,
good.
but like, yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, super humbled. It's awesome. And actually, the one point I wanted to make, at first I was like, at some point I want to try to join a band, which I still might want to do. But I'm like, if you see my videos, I'm making online bands, and
Oh yeah.
I'm playing the exact music I want to play.
Hmm.
So this YouTube and this platform is giving me a way to kind of be playing in bands, although I'm not getting the live thing. But as far as playing songs with people,
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have to join a band and play a bunch of crap that I don't want to play. I'm playing all the music that I want to play.
Right. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
there is the for me, I want to say, like the addiction or the drive to be in front of people,
Yeah,
live, and I don't get a chance to do it often, but for about 2.5 years with Crimson Carrier, we were like almost every weekend, go, go, go,
yeah,
and it becomes this thing where you're like, it's just, it was like real motivating for me to
yeah,
go and do the rehearsals, do this, do that, and get on stage and play all these different venues, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever it is, and just go to be in front of people. That's why I'm starting again. But
yeah,
this platform, like I said, what you're doing now and what we're doing, what Henry and I are doing, with just talking to different people, like for us, and I'm sure for you as well, is like you would you would never think years ago about anything like this. I could
no,
push a button and have conversation with anybody I want to have a conversation with, and so
yeah,
which is so awesome, and
yeah,
musically as well. It's the same thing. You can collaborate with anybody. They can, whatever. You never know what could happen. I mean, case in point, I think Journey found that guy from the Philippines. I think off of a
yeah.
YouTube video or something like that. They found that singer. It's like,
That's
and then
crazy.
and the guy went from like here we are to on stage with Journey. You
Yeah.
don't know. You don't know.
No.
So you just keep.
No, there's a lot of small bands like kids, man. Like I guess like high school, you see some of these guys, man, 100K followers plus,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're putting out some cool music.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a lot easier as a musician probably to put out music nowadays because you got all these platforms. Although I
Hmm.
don't, I think getting compensated is a little bit more
No, there
difficult.
is no money. There, I can tell you, th- there is almost zero dollars. You know, in
Yeah,
the
makes me sad.
as far as unless you do everything yourself, literally, uh,
Yeah,
uh, and start your own stuff. I know people who started their own label, record their own music, have their records pressed, pay to have them pressed, and then sell them themselves. Then you can monetize it a little bit.
yeah,
Sign a contract with ABC Recording in wherever, and they will take the bulk of the money will be gone, and they will sell
yeah,
your likeness.
Hmm.
And that's I'm not downplaying that. That's the name of the game to get your stuff out there, and I understand that. But it, you look at how many bands, old school bands are. Hey, this is our final reunion tour. This is like your eighth one, dude. What
yeah,
because they're not making any money. They're getting killed
yeah.
with.
Oh, a lot of bands, a lot of my favorite bands are coming back. I saw Screeching Weasel. They've been gone for 6 years. Probably my favorite band. It's hard to say one, but they're definitely like top three, and
Mhm,
they're back touring. The Queers is another band I
mhm.
love. They're always touring. Uh, yeah, I think a lot of these bands are all coming back. You know, you got to play shows and
You,
sell
you got to
merchandise.
sell merch.
I
Right.
imagine.
Yep, you got to sell merch, and you got to play shows. And you got.
But as a fan, that's a good thing because I'm seeing a lot of music that I haven't. I've been watching so much live music here in the past
Yeah.
year or two. I'm going to that Riot Fest in Chicago next
Oh,
weekend. There's a
cool.
bunch of
Okay.
cool bands playing.
Yeah, yeah,
So there's been a lot of good live music. A lot of the bands are coming back
yeah.
out.
So
So
yeah,
as an
it's.
old guy,
I know.
good to see some of the good bands.
By Henry, there's a lot of stuff going on too. He's already planning to get out to some stuff, not just musically, but like horror conventions and movie conventions. So we
Yeah,
got some, kind of I want to say movie stars. I'm going to call them grade A, grade B, grade. We got movie stars that we have reached out to that agreed to come on. People who acted.
Yeah.
And we're like,
yeah,
Oh yeah.
holy crap. We weren't expecting someone to say, yeah, I'll come on your show. And like, oh shit. But and
yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, so
Yeah. It's pretty
it's
awesome.
pretty
It's
awesome
it's.
stuff.
I mean, half of it is like for me is like it's the thrill of reaching out to that person because you never know until you ask. So it's either going to be a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Right.
But most of the time, I'd say 90% of the time it's a yes, and the other 10% is a waiting game. I've only
Yeah.
been I've only been told, and I wouldn't even call it a no, but the guy just told me I don't really have anything going on right now, but as soon as, a project comes my way or, if
Yeah.
I get this movie project up and running,
Yeah.
you're going to be the first person that I contact to get on to talk about that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool. But I mean, at least he responded. I've thrown a couple of lines out in the water and haven't heard anything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think maybe I just got to be a little bit more persistent.
Persistent. Persistent. Well, I've been surprised. We've reached out to people who've been in the business for quite a while. So they're like, okay, they're really 60, 70ish. Uh, and they're not. They've done some really really good stuff, and they were in the limelight years ago, and we're trying to bring them back into it a little bit. So
Yeah.
you reach out to them, say, hey, you've been sitting around for like 30 years. Well, come on and say hello to everybody. Some of them are like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do it.
No.
Yeah, come on, whatever. So we're like, cool. So it's just
Oh yeah.
kind of something along those lines, and it's but like I said, with what you are doing, you keep on doing what you're doing, and you will have the opportunity to meet amazing people. Um, and
Oh yeah. No. I got some of these people I DM all the time. Like they're like I call them YouTube friends, but a couple of them I just follow up. Hey, how are you doing? What's going on? It's not even music
right,
anymore. So I kind of almost made some friends here.
correct,
You know,
correct.
which is real cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And it's and it just cycles and snowballs from there, dude. It really does. It
Yeah.
really, really does. And even with us having to restart a little bit, whatever, we still have a bunch of people that watch our stuff. And but I think that broadening your your outlet from from YouTube to different platforms will help too.
Yeah.
This way it's attached to if you do a TikTok, a YouTube, an Instagram, a Facebook, and for us now Rumble, because I take these also. Henry and I put these on our Facebook pages, and we also have an Nurses Channel Facebook page. So it goes to
Yeah.
there. I think it goes to Instagram. Does Ed T does Instagram too, and then now
Yeah.
Rumble. So all the different areas that each get a couple hits here and there. Now you got 400 or 500 people that might see it, not all at once, but from different areas.
Yeah.
So
I've never been on Facebook. I despise the company and I despise the owner, and I've never got on
wow,
it.
yeah, yeah,
I could honestly say that. So yeah,
wow. You're
I just,
you're like
I'm in the minority.
yeah, sometimes hey, look, we get it for sure.
Yeah.
Facebook Facebook has been very good for some of, like, personally speaking, for some of my stuff, and then Facebook has been challenging um,
Yeah.
for some stuff, and I had to restart my page over, and it's just you just never know. You never know. It takes
You
one
know.
whomever to get into your stuff and start changing your information. So what the hell's going
Yeah.
on? So I had it going pretty good. I had to shut it down. Now
Yeah.
I had to come on like anonymously. Now it's everything's sanitized because you have to sanitize everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got hammered, and they changed my address, they changed this, they changed that. I'm like, out of nowhere, it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
And it's scared
Yeah.
my wife and everything, so I shut it down. So now the
Yeah.
Johnny Noise thing is completely sanitized. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not, there's no nothing. It says music, recording artist, done,
Yeah.
nothing. You know, there's no information on there, which is, hey, something you have to do that. Well, not everybody's doing like uh, uh, content or videographer or whatever you want to put it. Content
Yeah.
creator, content creator. So
Yeah.
they're just keeping everything kind of just on neutral turf.
Yeah.
Once they get a hold of your personal stuff, good luck. Good luck,
Hmm.
man. I mean, Henry knows.
Yeah.
They got his email account, with the YouTube thing, and it was on. it,
Yeah.
it was on.
Yeah. But
Hmm.
like I said, all it did was bring out the real Texan in
You got
me,
motivated. Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was like, that what happened, but I wasn't gonna take that shit lying down.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
started another channel. It's the same thing. I just have to call it something different on YouTube.
That's
But
all.
I don't know if y'all ever seen the old Pantera home videos where it would come up on the screen and it would say real big, "Fuck you, I'm from Texas." Yeah, that was pretty much. Uh, that was pretty much Henry Hard channel is the answer
Answer to that.
to that
Yeah.
Right, right.
situation. I don't want to get into it too
Too much.
much
Right,
because
right.
I don't want to badmouth anything or
No, you
anyone.
can't.
It happened, and lessons. All I can say about it is lessons learned,
Yeah.
but it didn't keep us down.
No, no,
It
Yeah.
just
no.
it just brought us up more because now we're on even more platforms and reaching out to even more people. So
Right,
all,
Yeah.
all it did all it did was make us stronger in the long run.
right,
So
right.
I can't say anything bad about that situation.
So
But
getting back to
go ahead,
getting back
John.
to like the music part of it. What kind of kit are you playing? And then you got a 4 piece or a 5 piece kit?
I just bought a brand new drum set a couple days
Okay,
ago. It's yeah. S what is it? SJC.
SJC.
Have you heard of that company? They're a smaller
Small.
company.
Okay.
They're kind of like a little DIY company. They started in some guy's basement and they grew. A lot of punk bands use them. I didn't really hear of them.
Wow.
I buy my stuff from Sweetwater. You guys familiar with
Yes.
Sweetwater?
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually live 2 hours from there. I kind of talked to my rep. I'm like, I was on a Gretsch kit at first, a small kit, 18-inch kick, 14-inch
Oh
floor tom. It
wow.
was like a kid's
Yeah.
kit. I didn't even know,
Right.
right? I just went to the store and bought it. So I just got this kit. I freaking love it. So I'm playing uh SJC, yeah, one rack up, one down, or one time up, one down snare, Ludwig snare, Black Beauty. My rep tells me it's the most recorded snare, and actually, it sounds amazing. I
Wow.
can't wait to record with
Okay.
it because it's gonna blow my other one
Right.
away. Then I'm a Zildjian
Zildjian
guy
guy.
when it comes
Okay. I'm
towards
with you.
cymbals.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got A series, and I just bought a K Sweet hi hat 15-inch. That sounds freaking amazing.
Wow.
So SJC drums, and then Zildjian, and then my pedals DW 5000s. I love them. I'll probably never change.
Are you double bassing it?
No, just
Single.
single.
Okay.
I got no desire for
No
double
bass.
bass.
Right. Right.
Kind of I'm playing the punk music, so you can play a lot of fast stuff on your foot.
Yeah. Yeah. You
That's the
can.
style.
You can.
That's actually the style I want to play, and I want to stay with that style. So,
Right.
not say I'll never do it, but I got enough to learn as is.
No,
I don't
you
really need
know,
to
you can
get into
always
that.
add the double pedal kit to your single.
Exactly.
So that's that's the easy stuff, to add
Yeah.
stuff to your kit. But
Yeah, 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 for sure. But the style of music I'm playing is just all single
single
bass
bass,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
So,
I got you.
yeah,
Well, that's pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, are you like a purist as far as are you going through, you tuning your drums and all that stuff, and you're
Yeah, so I got yeah, that's hard.
yeah, yeah,
I don't know how to do that. My drum teacher played drums his whole life, spent like 20 some years in Hollywood going around. Like he's legit. Uh I'm extremely ridiculously lucky that I found him.
wow,
And it's funny, like a lot of these musicians, man, they get to a point where they don't have work anymore, right? Because there's not enough spot. And for me to find a guy like that in Indy who's giving me drum lessons and all that, I'm blessed with that. But with him, he was also a lot of his time in Hollywood. He was a sound tech. He did
wow,
recording with like Snoop and uh, Dolly Parton and all these people.
Oh wow.
yeah,
So he really knows the recording part as well.
right,
So as far as the tuning and everything, he can easily take care of that. And we just added it's an actual studio in my basement. It's all mic'd up
wow, okay,
in the interface. So I'm no longer on cell phone.
cool,
My last like 6, 7, 8 videos have been all on the new we'll call it the new studio. Like I was saying, the phone sounded good, but now it sounds like really good, which is a blessing and a curse because it doesn't hide any mistakes
nope,
anymore because everything is so clean.
nope. It's gonna tell you what,
It's making me better.
yeah,
The cell phone hid some mistakes here and there, but now with this, everything's crystal
yeah,
clear. But it's awesome. Like, yeah, I think it sounds great. Uh, yeah, I love it.
wow, yeah,
It's been great having the new studio, and then I'm learning how to mix. He's showing me there's a lot going into it, and I also picked probably the hardest instrument to record because you got all those drums, right? You got to
hmm
get all those sound levels together
right, right.
versus just trying to get a guitar or bass. And he helps me out. So when I do these collaborations, people will send me their guitar and bass. They come in good, but we might even clean it up even more,
Wow, wow.
and we get it all mixed here together. So
Right, right.
yeah, I got a whole. I'm sitting right here in my little studio. It used to be a guest bedroom, and my wife graciously gave me the room.
Oh, you too. Yo, welcome to the club, man. Welcome to the
Yeah,
club.
yeah. I got my own
Yeah,
room.
yeah. Uh, uh, we have two two master suites in our home because my mom
Yeah,
had moved down from New Jersey to where I am now. So we got two big bedrooms, their own bathroom, the whole 9 yards, on both sides of the house. And this was the guest room, whenever we
yeah,
had people up here. Um, so somehow or another, after my mom had passed and everything, we said, okay, well, it's obviously it makes more sense to have that as your guest bedroom because it's got a
yeah,
bathroom and it's got the TV. It's a double sized bedroom. It's huge. It's bigger than her bedroom is bigger than my master suite. So we took down a wall and we had the house built, this, down the other, whatever, to give her a sitting room and a bedroom all in one. So I somehow finagled this room for my music stuff because I was like in a closet. I mean, you know what I mean?
yeah,
If I want to do something, I drag myself out in the living room, whatever. So I have my first man cave. You know, only
Yeah,
took me 20 some odd years of marriage to get it, but I got it. So,
yeah,
but and it's great. You know, it's just big enough for my stuff. I got electric drums in here, which I'm getting rid of. But so I have a keyboard set. I got my guitar amps. I got my interface, my computers, my lighting, and my big TV screen that
yeah.
you guys. That's why I keep looking up. You guys are on my wall right now. So for me, it's perfect. I can record in
Yeah,
here.
this room's not huge, but it's actually
Yeah,
perfect. Everything just fits
yeah,
perfectly.
exactly.
And yeah, it's in my basement, which is freezing, which is amazing because I get
Get
real
hot when you
hot when I
play.
play.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's nice and cold down here, which I love
right,
too.
right. Especially what you're doing. Yeah, you're really getting physical. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
but yeah. So that's kind of comes with the territory where you get have your own space to, you know,
yeah,
not intrude on the uh, common sp- parts of the house, which I'm not
area.
allowed to
Yeah,
touch anything. So you know,
yeah.
but yeah, so that's pretty awesome. But so you've been playing predominantly before from the get go. You've been playing just ambient kits, so you never start like with electric or nothing like that. You went straight to the
No,
ambient kit.
I tried. I just found it weird hitting the electric drums. It just didn't feel right.
Yeah, yeah.
It felt weird. Even right now, like my neighbor's got a set. He's big into music, and I try to play it. I can't play it. It's just weird.
I don't think it. Mine, I have an electric kit that I got from somebody,
Yeah,
and it does okay, but it doesn't. I think I'm not a drummer. I can do a
yeah,
4/4. I can do a little, and
yeah,
but anyway, long story short, um, it doesn't have the response with a snap that an
correct.
ambient kit does. It
Yeah,
seems
there's
yeah, it's
delay. It's
flat, kind of
squishy.
flat.
Like the hi hat is
Oh yeah, yeah.
rubber. Should be hard. I don't know. I really wanted to get into like electric, and I wanted to like it because you throw headphones on
There
and
you
play,
go.
right?
Right,
But it's just not the same. At least for me, I couldn't do it.
right. That'd be like Henry getting an acoustic bass. I mean, some
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not going to be the same.
for what he's doing, you can't. Right, you're not banging out Sex Pistols on an acoustic bass, man. So it's not going to work there.
yeah,
No, no,
You know.
no.
yeah,
But
Yeah, I bought a drum set too. Just this 400. It was like a $450 kit. It's called like an apostrophe or something like that. I don't remember. But the reason that I got it was because it came with Remo heads.
yeah. That's what I
Remos,
use.
yeah,
Yeah, Remos are the shit. And then I go and I play because I have an electric kit set up in the garage, and I have the ambient kit set up in the living room, and it's weird because the electric kit that I have, the heads are made out of mesh. They're not that
Yeah,
hard plastic,
yeah,
yeah.
and it's got it's got almost the same bounce kind of feel. It does feel a little bit different,
Hmm.
but
yeah.
I've had people that play drums come over and play my electric kit, and they're like, I like this mesh stuff. It
Well, you
almost
get
kind of feels
rebound.
like the rest thing, the real thing,
Yeah, yeah,
Well, you get the rebound, right, which makes you
Yeah,
play easier
that,
and faster.
yeah.
yeah.
That's how mine is.
Boom,
Mine, I
boom,
have the
boom.
mesh on mine as well, and
Yeah,
there's still you know, there's still that difference, especially on the
yeah,
cymbals when you're hitting a rubber cymbal. Is just it's like
yeah. No, I feel like I'm hitting hard and nothing's really
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's and like I said, for uh, 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 if you had a kid, you know, I want to do drums, daddy, or whatever, I would definitely okay. I'm gonna get you an electric kit. I'll put your headphones on and go blow your ears out, buddy. I don't want to hear nothing.
So, so my first set of cymbals, you can buy the quiet cymbals. I forget what they're
Yeah,
called. They got holes
yeah,
in
yeah,
them.
yeah,
Have
yeah,
you ever
yeah,
seen those? So
yeah. I've
I
seen
have a
those.
hi hat. I have a hi hat ride set of crashes. I don't play them anymore, but that's what I started with. So for anyone that wants to play acoustic drums, you could buy those cymbals. You can still hear them very well. You don't need ear protection
right,
anymore
right, right,
because it's not so loud, but you'll hear it and you have the feel of it.
right.
So for anyone that wants to play acoustic drums, that is an option. Obviously, your snare and kick are going to be louder, but I probably my first month I played on those, and you feel like you're playing because you're hitting real cymbals.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that is an option for people too.
yeah. I've seen hybrid kits too. That I played with some guys who had electric kit with regular hi hat.
Yeah,
And somehow it was either mic'd or wired, whatever it is. It went through the kit, but it had and then a couple of regular cymbals that were mic'd as well. But the rest of the kit was all electric. So it's depending
yeah,
on
that's
what you're
cool.
doing. But I think overall sound wise, for me anyway, not downplaying anyone who plays an electric kit. Some of them have really good sound to them, and some guys are really really good at playing them. They really kick
Yeah,
ass. But of course, I'm old school. I just I
so am
look
I.
at it like, okay, I'm an ambient guy. Same thing with like a lot of digital stuff, recording wise. Sometimes I record directly through my interface onto something to make a file. But a
Yeah,
lot of times I'll go through my amp and just put one of my microphones in front of the amp because
yeah.
that the
So
ambient sound through
yeah,
the amp, sometimes it's difficult to recreate
yeah.
that through the interface.
So I woke up one day and decided to play bass. So I bought a bass. I did a cover that night. Never played bass before. It's a Riverdale song. But my recording, I amp it up and I got a mic up to my
Mm-hmm.
amp. I told you about my guitar teacher who was a sound tech. He's like, no, if you want the best sound, at least according to him, everyone's gonna have difference. But he's like, have your amp,
Mic
mic
it
it
up.
up, because you
Hmm.
just get the real sound and the real tone
Well,
out of
yeah,
it.
and I think too, because Henry, you record your stuff ambiently, right? You don't go
Hmm.
direct,
Yeah.
and
No, I don't go
you
through.
don't.
I can.
You
I
can,
mean,
yeah.
I well, the way I do it when I do my bass covers is I'll take um I'll take my iPad and I'll run it from with an auxiliary cord into the micro stack that I have. It's got an auxiliary line and its own auxiliary volume.
Hmm.
So I'll match the volume from the iPad with the volume on the amp
Yeah.
and press play and let it go. And so the bass is coming out live, but the music's coming out
Yeah.
through auxiliary.
You're
And
you're taping you're taping the song with the bass, right? When you do it?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's
It-
basically it's a pretty simple setup. It's just
yeah.
running the iPad through the auxiliary line and just matching the volume with the iPad and the auxiliary volume, and then the bass has its own volume level, like as a master.
Yeah, no, I think in a way you kind of get a cool sound there. It's different. I don't want to call it like a live-ish sound, but you get a feel to that kind of recording. I'm a big
Oh yeah,
fan of different ways of recording. Like some people record like that, and I don't know, sometimes it gets a real cool feel to it, cool tone to
Hmm.
it, you know.
yeah. I love it because
It's
it
easy.
meshes it
Yeah.
meshes great, and it's cleaner sounding rather than if let's say I wanted to like set up my stereo or something and put the song on and then just play by by myself through the app. I could do that too, but it's not gonna give it the same feeling, you know.
So
It,
when I did my iPhone recordings, I would listen to the song, so the music would be in my ear, so you wouldn't hear it, and you just hear the drums. Then I would go put the original song and then mine, and then line them up, and then make sure my drums are a little bit louder. That's how I originally did
Oh
it. If
wow.
that makes Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
yeah, that makes sense. That makes
So
a
I took
lot
the
of sense.
original song and then I put my clip on top of it, and then you could just slide the drums up and down of my drums, and you make sure you hear it. The problem with that, I play bass, it works a little bit better. The problem on drums when you're trying to do that though is that you have so many drum parts that it's hard. You can't adjust any of the
Yeah.
levels.
Yeah.
When you play bass, you got your bass, right? When I was doing
Yeah,
these phone recordings, the biggest thing you lose is the kick drum, which is very important because you want to hear kick snare, right?
yeah.
So that was the biggest thing that made me really want to go get real recording. Like if you're not listening through headphones, I got very high quality studio speakers now. But if you're just listening through like regular phone or regular computer speakers, you lose all the low end, right? You
Correct.
don't really hear the bass
Yeah.
kick pedal. So when I was recording my drums a lot, if you look back, I still have my year one videos up there. It's like you can't really hear the kick. So that's was the one thing that made me be like, "Ah, I got to change
Yeah.
this." And
Yeah.
not only that, if I'm crashing too hard, I can't change it. Yeah, it's tough, man. But that year of playing drums, we talk about dynamics and drums, your volume
Mhm.
levels. When I'm recording on a cell phone, I'm not the best in the world. I'm not going to pretend that I am. But when I played, I had to be really careful. If I'm going to go ride the crash, you can't do that hard because I'm not mic'd up six ways to change that around. I was recording just on the cell phone.
Right.
So that first year of cell phone recordings, I think escalated me very, very fast in getting a lot better at playing drums.
Mhm.
I'll call myself an accomplished beginner after a year, maybe intermediate,
Intermediate.
but this yeah, learned so much doing
Mhm.
it. And cool, I was talking to Henry before this. I might actually make a video on how to make easy drum covers because I almost didn't do it
Mhm.
because it was just I was looking at interface and mics, which actually isn't that hard now that I'm into it, but it's so intimidating. I'm like, well, I don't want to do any of this. And then I figured out the cell phone, and yeah, I might make a video just to show people how to the beginner's guide to making drum covers. That's what I was gonna
Oh
call
hell
the
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be,
just to show people how to easily make a drum cover, which is as easy as setting up your drums and recording. But you just got to make sure you have your phone in the right spot because you're going to get your video and audio, right? I always took it to one side where it was quieter and then da da da. So if you get everything set up right, yeah, it comes out pretty good. My biggest complaint though was I was missing a lot of kick drum,
Wow.
hmm.
Wow.
which I got to the point where I was just kicking hard, like on our Misfits. Misfits are love playing early Misfits, and he's crashed a lot. And I was just slamming the kick because I had to because I was recording on a cell phone.
Wow.
You can see my leg; it's like I'm just pounding it because that's the only way I'm gonna hear it.
Wow.
So
So
I got really mad at
so
playing
when
that.
you so if I took a song, let's say I took whatever song, ABC
Yeah.
song, I recorded the song onto my computer, right?
Yep.
And then I went back and did another track of my
Yep.
guitar, separate track of the
Yep.
song, and then so lining those up to make it work. That's where I'm like, okay, because if it doesn't start
Yep.
at,
That's one of the hardest
uh,
parts. It takes a while. You just get used to it.
okay,
To be honest, uh, yeah. I think to answer your question, like trying to get it all lined up, you put them there
right,
and you just got to listen and then you turn things up and down, right? And one thing that I like to do, so say I'm doing a song, say I'm doing a Riverdale
hmm,
song. Uh and the guys play guitar for me, right? They don't really have lead, it's all rhythm. So he gives me his rhythm guitar. My drums are always exactly on spot because I'm recording with it,
hmm,
right? So my drums are right on. What I'll do, I'll put the original rhythm guitar on the track,
hmm,
and obviously that's exactly where it needs to be. Then I'll put his, and then I'll solo the two rhythms and make sure they line up, if that makes
yeah,
sense. And then I can adjust
okay.
them. Then once I have that, I could pop the rhythm out.
Oh, I got you.
So
I got you.
that's a good way to do
Okay.
it.
Like I,
Although most songs, I'll use two rhythm guitars and I'll pan them. You familiar
hmm,
with that, right? I'll put a
Yep.
guitar right, a guitar left. So even if the song had one guitar, I'll use the guys who sent me and I'll use the original if I don't have a
hmm.
second. And the song sounds so much better with two guitars.
Yeah, it
So
does.
that's a way to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've
It gets full and it just sounds so much better.
yeah. If there's any like on our Crimson Carry stuff, well, we recorded at a studio, but there was multiple levels to it.
Guitar
Oh
tracks.
yeah,
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
bass, three guitar, umpteen vocals. I
Yeah.
mean, it was just on and on and on. I mean, even with the morning
Yeah.
noise stuff, I would just send my MP4 file off of Studio One. Uh,
Yeah.
but the good thing about using something like that is that gives you a click. Yeah, it gives you a countdown. So you get a five, four,
Yeah.
three, two, one, go.
Yeah.
So you can take that and match it up to another track that you sent to somebody else because it gives you that
Yeah.
starting point But I never mixed down any of this stuff. It was sent somewhere else to be mixed and put together with
Yeah.
everybody else because it was all done remotely. Well, my stuff was done
Yeah.
remotely because I'm here in Alabama, but it was, so
Yeah, well, when I do it and other people do it, I don't give them anything. They just record their way. That guy will record his way. I record mine. It all comes to me. So it's a challenge to
then you
put
got to
it
put it all
together.
together. That
Yeah.
Hmm.
that that
Then the hardest part and the longest part I take is making sure it's lined up. But I think you just get good at it after a while. You just get a good ear, and it's just maybe this makes sense or not. But as you're say I'm trying to get the bass lined up, you turn the bass up and down, and you can hear it come with the song,
mhm.
rather than just having everything loud. So you just got to adjust levels, and
Right,
I don't
and
know.
that's
You kind of get good at it after a while, I
yeah.
guess.
And I've done stuff kind of similar to what Henry does. Is play it all ambient, just record it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's easy, and then boom, you have a
and then you
video.
got a video.
That's one of the advantages of doing
But
that.
I think sound wise, in and some of my old stuff that I did, uh, you can just about hear my guitar, but that's how it came out. There was nothing I could do. There was no adjustment because the
Yeah.
levels would affect everything, not just my guitar. So if I could
Yeah.
separate it, like you're doing, so and then I can work on my volume levels, even
Yeah.
do a double or triple guitar take on it. And like you said, you add in
So
stuff.
I go all the way. So when I do a song, I strip everything.
Okay,
So I'll take out the original bass, the original lead. I obviously take out the drums, and I'll have everything, and I'll remix the song back together. I'll take the backup vocals out, so I'll adjust the volume of the vocals and
wow,
backups,
wow,
the original rhythm, the lead if there's the lead, then the other guy's rhythm, then the bass that's given to me, then my 6 drum mics. So there's a program called
hmm
Moises. That's a program I love. Moises. It separates tracks, and that's good for two things. First, you can take out tracks and then be able to do what I just said. And the other thing that's great that I started using it for, when I'm trying to learn a drum song, I could just pull out the drums and just listen to drums
right,
and
okay,
be like, is he on the hi hat? Is he on the ride? What's the kick pattern? When's he doing the crashes? So
right,
there's a double bonus of that program. But I strip everything out. Yeah, it's a but I actually enjoy that back end process a lot,
okay, yeah,
the mixing part and the making the
yeah,
video. The one part getting lined up is getting the video lined up too is very important because you don't want the sound going and the guy's playing at a different
yeah,
time. Like that's difficult. It Does that make
yeah,
sense? When the song's
Yeah,
going, you got to make sure
it's
he's
like
playing at the
line up.
right.
yeah,
You got to line up what's going on the
Yeah,
video
you got to
to
line up
what's going
everything.
on to the
Yeah.
song, because if not, it looks
No, it
kind of
sounds and looks
funky.
weird.
it's out of
Yeah.
whack.
No,
It's out of
it
whack.
comes out weird.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
Moise is a great program, and then yeah, just kind of getting. I love it. And then when I got into the Misfits videos, I kind of made little horror videos, kind of, and I just had fun with it, putting a lot of effects. And
yeah,
I wanted I love the Misfits. I love the Danzig era Misfits, and all those songs have a story to them, and just the title of the song and what the song's about. So I kind of made these videos, and I wanted to encompass what the song was. I don't have them up anymore. I'm re-recording them now that I have my new studio, but I really, really enjoy that. I really enjoy that process of the
the
editing.
editing part of it.
And a lot of people,
Mm.
I guess I'll toot my own horn a little bit, but people normally say I do real good edits on my videos, and that's probably because I love it.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I could spend 8 to 10 hours just editing,
Wow, wow,
but I just love it, and just I want to get every transition right and everything lined up. I'll have the screen flip when the solo comes in, so the solo comes, and I don't know. I really enjoy that portion,
yeah.
and I always said I'm not the best musician, so I'll make it up with some cool
Cool
edits.
edits. That's
Yeah.
that's where I get frustrated. Is editing stuff down.
Yeah.
I guess I'm I- I'm impatient. That's
Yeah, no, you gotta patience. Oh, you gotta have
that's
patience.
that's my downfall. I'm impatient.
Like when I'm editing and I'm gonna do like a transition, I always do it on my crash, and I make sure you see my crash. I have 12 frames, and then we go into the next one. Like I just know how many frames now I need to go
Wow,
when I do a
wow,
transition. So I can do it fast, but it looks cooler if I'm going to go into a guitar solo. I want to crash, and then the guitar solo
right,
starts,
right.
right? Rather than you hearing a crash. So that's like when I really get into my editing phase. Like I get that particular,
Wow,
but
wow, yeah.
once it's all done though, and you watch it, I sit back. I've always told people, whenever I'm asked, like I make my videos for me, and I pick the songs I love. I edit them. I don't know if people are gonna like it, but I know a video is good when I sit back and I'm done and I watch it and I love it. I'm like, that's it.
That's the one.
And I go, people, if people like it, that's cool. But
Right,
I'm
right.
super happy with this.
Wow,
So,
wow. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said,
and
there's a lot to it. I know Henry and I went through a lot to even to get to this point, to
yeah,
have three, four. I don't know how many we can go. Maybe six people. I told him, look, any more, it's gonna be like the Brady Bunch square. You know, it's like we'll be like,
yeah,
hey, look it up. We don't know. We're gonna try four, just see how it goes. But I think with this program and this and how we're working, the more you add, obviously, the smaller everybody's going to come to get. But then uh, we've also kind of figured out you got to stay centered in your
yeah,
shot because we've cut people's heads off. You know, I mean, now you look centered,
Oh
but when I
yeah.
play it back, it's like, it's like, oh man. But then,
yeah. Well, you could also go to a spot like if someone's gonna be talking there, you can just cut out everything, do a transition, and just put that person on for a bit,
yeah, well,
right?
I know,
You can get in. That's where you can get fancy and get some editing.
correct.
Where like you guys are doing some talking, guest is doing some talking. You could just pop into having him,
Yeah,
right? You can do a transition into
yeah.
that, then come back
And
out.
this program here, well, I think I used it on Filmora as well. But I think when I download from this program here, we've done a picture-in-picture thing too. You know, so right
Yeah,
now when each person's talking, uh, there's a like a blue box that goes around saying, "Okay, you're live," and I see the
yep,
audio bar. So depending on and it works pretty good as long as we don't, you know, because Henry and I get to going and we start talking at the same time, and other people, you know, because everybody gets excited, and we've had guests come on, and that works good. It just depends on how the sound affects it, because
yeah,
the program is based off of which microphone's picking up the sound, and then it kicks to put that on the full screen. Everybody else goes down to a picture-in-picture type thing in the corner, you know. So
yeah,
that's kind of one of the things we're trying to work through too as we add people because we want to do a four-person format with some of the horror movie reviews we want to do because we have some ideas. We were adding a third person plus you know the artist who made the movie or whatever the case is, but we need four screens on at the same time,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And with,
You'll get better. But I started out as basic. It's amazing. It's like I've been doing over a year. I still find out new transitions and stuff in there.
yeah,
The years in that Wondershare as well.
correct,
Like every day, it's like I find something cool about that
yeah,
program.
yeah,
So, and I'm like, wow. So my videos, if you looked at like that first Riverdale's collaboration I did is very basic. Into now, I'm like flipping through stuff,
yeah,
having all this stuff coming on the
oh yeah,
screen. It just over time it evolves. If you have patience, gotta have some
gotta have
patience.
patience.
Yeah, you gotta send me that skulls video that we did a
I'll
while
send it
back.
back to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I want to check that out. Send it to John.
I-
I don't know if John ever saw that one.
No, I never,
We did that.
actually
We
want
did
you
that one a while back.
you ought
Yeah, you should see my search history for making Misfits videos, like Googling skulls on
oh my
walls
god.
and all this stuff. I was joking with my guy at work because he's watching my videos. Like, oh, if anybody looks at my search history after making Misfits videos, I'll probably go to jail. Cutting heads off little girls.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Skulls on
Oh my
walls.
god.
Yeah, it took me, I spent over, I'll send it to you. And when you watch that video, you'll see all the skulls on the wall. It took me 2 hours. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm not going to finish this video unless I find a bunch of skulls on the wall. And I actually finally found it.
You need to do
So
a
yeah, I'd, I'd,
Yeah.
I'd, I'd fun with those.
do a last caress video, see what happens. Yeah.
Oh,
Could
yeah.
you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh my god.
Oh
You
man.
get somebody's come knock on your door after that. Like, excuse me,
Yeah.
are you
Yeah, definitely.
we need to talk to you, buddy.
Definitely.
You know, like even with when the whole cancel culture thing was really big, you know, there's I
Yeah.
spoke to quite a few people that were like, man, my music from the 70s and 80s would have not, you know, they would have
No.
killed me, killed me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, cancel culture would have just shredded this stuff, you know.
Sometimes I got scared, like I did Violent World, and they just mentioned the word Nazi in there, and
Oh
I'm like,
yeah,
am I gonna get in trouble? Am I gonna get in trouble for like he's not saying anything bad, right? But someone will just hear the word Nazi, and I'm like, is my channel gonna get in trouble just for putting that
Yeah.
up? But
Yeah.
really, he's talking against obviously the
Right.
Nazi
Right.
youth. But it was like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, am I gonna be okay? But I just said, hey,
Gotta
whatever I
go.
want to do,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do.
Well, like I said, especially in today's climate, you got to be real, real careful. I think anyway. What you put out, what you say. You know,
Yeah, oh
we
yeah,
we always Henry and I always approach things very positively with everybody that we have spoken to. There's nothing like, oh well, this sucks, well that sucks, or this guy, that
yeah,
guy, he did this, she did that. We just let it go. But
yeah,
Yeah.
at the same token, we were just talking before. It was like we start bringing more and more people on, and some new bands, and some and up and coming people. To make sure that that their social media isn't a little wacky too, because
yeah.
they'll be like, okay, so and so posted this, and now they're on your show. You know what I mean? So I was like,
Oh
oh, heck, I don't know,
yeah,
we had nothing to do with that. Well,
yeah. We don't need to get political, but after the shooting that just
wow,
happened, people are getting in deep shit right now.
Oh yeah.
fired
Like
There's a lot
fired
of.
from their jobs.
people losing
Oh
jobs
my God,
everywhere.
it's so crazy.
Oh yeah.
And it's, you know what, and like you said, not to be political, and I certainly am not. I'm kind of a neutral person, but you know, that stuff like religion and politics, you know, me personally, that's your personal stuff. Don't go on social media with. You're gonna get killed.
Yeah,
You're gonna get
you got to
killed
be
on social
careful.
media with that stuff. And now it's at the point where you say something on social media, like I said, you're gonna get a phone call. They're gonna come to your work, and you can walk out of a set of handcuffs. But I didn't mean it. Well, too late. You're gone, buddy. So
Yeah,
I
Oh
would say
yeah.
to anybody, these younger folks, um,
they don't think.
right,
Yeah,
you're passionate
Yeah.
about your views on a particular thing, no matter what it is, or you're passionate about your music, or whatever it might be. But anything like personal stuff, I don't put anything personal
yeah,
on
yeah. Not even that.
social
Like
media.
people are
Nothing.
people are praising a guy's death, and it's like you're putting that on social media. Like, what's wrong
It's
with
not.
you? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your thoughts
No.
are. That's not a good look.
No, no,
Mhm.
no.
No, not at all.
And
It's
yeah,
just
so
crazy, and again, it's just just be careful. I would say to anybody,
yeah,
just be careful. You want to keep your platform. You don't know, you work very hard for what you're doing, and we do as well.
exactly.
There's a lot that goes into this stuff, a lot of time, um, and you don't want to lose that over something stupid, or if you
Yeah.
let your emotions get involved with your craft. You know,
Yeah,
this
Exactly.
this is
Exactly.
our art.
yeah,
This is how we express
yeah.
ourselves. I do our videos, we do our music, we do So why would you jeopardize that?
Because people are
Because
dumb.
right, people are stupid. Exactly. I mean, so
Well,
Yeah,
they don't. They don't. Some people just don't. They don't think things through, and they don't think how it's gonna affect in the long run.
correct,
Some people are just like that. I'm not saying everybody's like that,
yeah.
but just
some
some
people.
people are.
Yeah,
You know, you
There's
say something in the
consequences to
spur.
everything you do.
You say something in the spur of the moment, lighting the match, and well, turns out the trail of gasoline that leads to the can isn't that far away.
no, you got to
Yeah,
be careful.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But they don't realize it.
consequences. There's real life consequences to everything you do.
Correct,
Oh,
correct.
Yeah,
So with all that being said, though, like I said, I think what you're doing is super super cool. And like I said, you're meeting all these people, and when it kind of when I experienced that, it was just amazing that the people that you
yeah,
do meet, and you have conversations, even though it's a social media thing, and I get it, you know, um, but it's just we've had people that are a bit camera shy and stuff, and but you got to get out there a little bit. You got to take your lumps too. Oh, that sucked. Oh,
yeah.
I know. Trust me. I've
Oh,
recorded live shows and had stuff put out, and afterwards I'm like, oh man, that was not good. You know.
yeah, yeah.
So
And I hear
you
that.
know,
Yeah.
and it doesn't go away
yeah,
once it's out there. You're pretty much standing out there naked to the world, going,
yeah.
I just
I did
really
a
sucked. God,
I
what
did
happened?
a track. I did a track by track on the mixing and mastering of this new song that I did for the EP that hopefully I'll have it out by October. And it was I think it was like the first thing I did with that I've posted with like me trying to sing on it, and
Yeah.
I think it's a I think it's I listen to it and I'm like, oh, I wonder if people are gonna tell me, oh, I suck and I need to go learn how to
Yeah.
sing and shit. But I was like,
Put it
you
out
know
there,
what?
man.
To hell with it. It's part of the song. I'm doing a track by track analysis of it, and this is what I do. And I recorded the vocals 3 times, and this is what it sounds like. And pan left, right. Like a demonstration.
Yeah.
And one of the people that saw the video actually were very kind and sent me this message saying your vocals aren't that bad
Yeah.
with or without reverb.
Yeah.
They actually sound pretty good, and I got a lot of compliments like this is actually like good, you know. So
I'm I'm actually shocked. I could say in a year and a half, I don't think I've had one negative comment.
Mhm.
And this is from like a new guy starting and playing. Like I thought people were gonna start trashing me because I'm not really that good
Right,
and
right.
playing and everything, but the community's been great. I really haven't had anything negative,
Yeah.
which is actually
yeah,
shocking. I always said, you gotta have a little bit of negative. That means you're doing something right,
Yeah,
but
I
I don't even
mean,
have that going
yeah.
on.
And I think we've done like TikTok live at our rehearsals at the studio, and you're rehearsing. I mean, you're going over stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tripped over guitar chords or whatever. You're rehearsing. It's just you're trying to get your song, and they people loved it. They liked the
Yeah.
reality of it. There's nothing fake about it. We had
Yeah. No.
a kid with a phone going around to the whole studio and thousands and thousands. I think at one point we registered like 100 and something thousand people um, on the TikTok live thing, and I'm like, you got to be
Yeah.
kidding me. And we were, and it was
Yeah.
just a rehearsal, but that's and I think it was just because it was live and it was just us getting our stuff together and it was real. It wasn't something that was, you know what I mean? And they just kind of reacted to it, I
yeah,
guess. But
Yeah.
at the same token, we're like, we looked horrible, we sounded horrible, we're going over stuff, we're stopping and going, and but they loved it. Even though, in my
Yeah.
opinion, when I look back at it, I was like, oh, dude, so why did I?
See, at first it used to be like that. Once I got going though,
Yeah,
like into my half first year, like I said, I made my videos for me, and then I just stopped
yeah,
caring.
you can't.
I've never really cared what anybody really thought of me that much because I always kind of strolled to my own beat or
Yeah,
whatever they
yeah,
say. But yeah, I everyone's been like super
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I'm
yeah,
shocked.
Well, that's
yeah.
good though.
Same here.
Yeah, exactly.
The last and I don't even take it as a derogative. I didn't take it derogatory. Uh, this one guy told me because I did one where I'm playing along to one of my tracks. I have the track recorded, but I took the bass down and I'm playing the bass live to the track. And the guy says, "Not." He goes, "Not bad." He goes, "You could be kind of like that dude from Typo Negative if you lost all the fat and got jacked."
Oh my God.
I was I was like,
Oh,
wow, thanks. I was like, thanks, because I know I struggle with my weight and I'm
I do
working on
too.
all that. I'm
Yeah.
working on all that, but I mean, for I took it as a compliment. I was like,
It's kind of
wow,
a
this dude
backhanded compliment.
Yeah, yeah,
kind of, but hey, man, to say you could be like that dude from Typo. Hey,
Yeah.
I'm a big Peter Steele fan, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know
yeah,
what?
I took it as a compliment.
It's like anything else. We are who we are. You know, uh, I got I got a fat head and chubby cheeks, and now I got a gray beard. There's nothing I can do about this, right? You can't saran wrap this or seaweed wrap my skull. I always had I got a big fucking head. It's just the way I am. So it's like,
Oh,
hey,
But
you know, um, and it's just, and I think after a while you just accept, hey, like it, lump it.
life's too short to worry about that
Nah,
kind of
to hell
shit.
with it. Let it roll.
yeah,
Let it
exactly.
roll, man. But
Yeah.
so look, we're gonna at the end of the of our video, we'll have your contact information so people can check out your stuff for sure.
Yeah.
And certainly, you're welcome back anytime. If you got some new stuff, contact Henry and I. Come back on. We'll throw some of your stuff on. I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, maybe me and Henry will do a Misfits song, and we'll
Come
come
back
back
on
on.
and do
Definitely,
something,
definitely.
or yeah.
So my goal, I'm gonna do so I've been doing the collaborations, and 3 people's cool, but sometimes it's too much. Sometimes I just
Mhm.
like to do
Two,
2 because you can
correct,
focus on
right.
people. So my I'm gonna call it. This is my Misfits project. I want to do original Misfits, my top 20 original Misfits
Okay.
songs. I want to do one song with one person with 20 different people.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
Oh wow.
Well,
That way, boom, 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 boom,
yeah.
boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I could at least get to 10, but once I get to that point, I'll try to find some other
Well, let me
people.
know, man.
But
Let me know.
I think
This,
that'd be cool.
I have to brush up on some of my OG punk guitar from the '80s, but yeah, I'd be that that'd be a kick in the ass. I would definitely be down for
Oh
that,
yeah,
man.
definitely. And I loved doing the first one. I loved the skulls video we did. Dude, I can't wait to do the next one. Honestly, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool as
So
We'll
hell.
we'll do one. We'll pick a song. Ghouls Night Out and 20 Eyes Are Taken.
Oh, dude,
okay,
So
really? 20 eyes. That's
okay.
yeah, that's old school, man.
what's your favorite original
I
Misfits
don't,
song? Both of you. Real quick.
attitude,
Pick 2 or 3.
attitude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go way back because you gotta remember I was introduced to all this stuff probably junior high ish because those guys are a bit older than I am, even though we were in the
Yeah.
same neighborhood. So I would say attitude. I gotta say one last caress. you
Yeah.
know, which is obviously you can't play that now, but I like that song. Static, Static
Yeah.
Age. Um, I turned into a Martian. You know, going back to some old school stuff. You
Yeah.
know, when I like Doyle and my cousin were 2 years ahead of me in school, and Erie I think was 1 or 2 years ahead of me as well. But when all this kind of started, we were our art department in our high school, Loda High School, or as Erie would say, punk rock high, because everybody, we were all together there. But we were all at different parts, even though we were different grades, we were all in art class doing photography and art, printing out posters for our bands and doing stuff because everything back then was all manually done, cut, paste, and then go
Yeah.
to a copier and print out, then run up like when we did CBGBs or Maxis in New York City, and you flyer all over the place, and then someone goes over your flyers, you come back and you flyer, it was just a flyer war, that's how you got your stuff
Yeah.
out. There was no social media. It was taking a bus
No.
to New York as a kid and slapping shit on the walls,
The zines.
Yeah, yeah, it's just crazy. But so a lot of the old school stuff for sure for me. I have to think of some other stuff, but yeah, yeah,
That's good. Just curious.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy.
I'm an Astro Zombies. I turned into a Martian. I think I like the sci-fi stuff. Those are my 2
Yeah,
favorite, I think.
yeah. But beyond that, I was, my punk quote unquote influences, probably just Pistols, Ramones and
Ramones for me, number one
Ramones. I
band.
see
They
that. Yeah,
they they influenced everything that I listened to.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't even
definitely.
put them on a top favorite list. They're on a
All
category
by
all by
themselves.
themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't even say they're my favorite. They're just on a category by themselves.
yeah.
They created all the music I listened to in the 90s.
Wow, wow. Yeah.
Well, they're responsible for all those
Oh
bands.
yeah, yeah. Like,
I'd
Yeah.
have to say if I had to pick, because I've been thinking about it while you guys were talking. If I had to pick a favorite Misfits song from back in the day, I'd have to say it'd probably be London Dungeon.
London Dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the original from that was on Three Hits from Hell, I believe, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think
I don't
I
remember what it
think
was. I wasn't on one of the main ones.
Yeah,
no, it was on a single, the
Yeah.
original
yeah.
version. But yeah, that that song to me is kind of like an anomaly in a way
Mm.
because it doesn't, it doesn't sound like the rest of like Comeback
Right.
is kind of like an anomaly. It doesn't sound like the rest of the Misfit songs, which is nothing wrong with like Martian and 20 Eyes. There's two of my favorite tracks off of Walk Among Us, but it doesn't sound like those. It's
It's
kind
the
of a little bit.
vocals.
It's really late. It's a really laid back song with really laid back tracks. So I'd probably say that's
Oh, it'd be the vocals are were just way different in that song.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
He's just doing some more woes and
Well, yeah,
hays.
yeah. Well, yeah.
yeah.
Actually, my favorite video was my Hate
Hate
Breeders.
breeders.
I did a whole
Yeah,
anti-government
hate
Hate
breeders.
Breeders
Yeah,
video.
yeah. Wow, wow.
And I put it out. I put it out on election day on
Nice, nice.
purpose.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
Wow.
that's too
yeah.
funny.
It was my anti both sides. I hate them
Oh
all.
man, I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And stand on your
That's
own.
it.
Just
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's what I do. I
yeah,
stand
Stand
alone.
alone, man.
yeah,
That's
But
it. The army of one.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
uh, uh, like I said, let's keep us posted. Henry and I are
yeah,
definitely down for whatever you got coming down the pike here, and we'd love to have you on, a second time for sure. I think this is pretty cool stuff. I think for what you're doing, I think it's pretty awesome, man. And there's a lot of people that don't have, I don't want to say the guts, don't, they might be too timid to try something, you know, like what you're doing, and they're
yeah,
afraid of, again. People are, they're afraid of hearing a little bit of negativity or
yeah.
somebody critiquing you, and you get
Well,
critiqued anyway. So
at first, my wife was a little like cautious. She's like, "You really want to go do that? Why you want to go put yourself up there?" I'm like, "Cause I want to make some music,
yeah,
man."
yeah,
But no, she was like that. No, and for good things, But I grew up a lone soldier. I was a skateboarder. I was into punk music, and even within that group, I was still a loner. So I always
wow,
just did what I
yeah,
wanted. I never really cared. So,
right,
yeah.
right.
but I will say the music community is great on YouTube.
Mhm.
There's so many people. I enjoy watching people. Everybody's so supportive, and I love all kinds of music. Like it's not just punk. I like everything
Mhm.
almost. And there's just so much good music. People are actually really nice.
Yeah, well,
Uh, yeah.
I think you're right. I think overall, right. As yourself, it's been a very positive experience, for Henry as well. We've got some really positive stuff off of what we're doing.
Yeah, well,
So,
without YouTube, I don't even think I'd be making music
mhm.
anymore. Like I shared that in one of my videos that I shared with people because people actually kept me going. Mikey, who Henry
Yeah.
knows, right?
Yep.
He's at
Yep.
the Punk Riff show now. Uh, I was making videos and they're so hard, and he commented on the Social Distortion video. I was like, damn. He's like, "Hey, awesome video! Can't wait to see more." And he started commenting, and you know what? That actually kept me going. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to do it anymore. And then like another person came in, man, and the whole community. Without the community, yeah, I wouldn't even be making any videos anymore. Everyone's been so supportive because I really wasn't that great, but it gave me some time to get better and work with people. And
Oh, John, you should have seen the morning he asked me if I wanted to do a video
Mm.
with him and Mikey. I said yes immediately.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I need to do? Literally jumped out of bed, got dressed, ran a brush through my hair, and strapped on the bass. Okay, this is the song we're gonna do. Okay, this is what I got to do to record it and send it to you. And blah.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link. You can send it over to Johnny. It's a private video right now. I'll send it over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta check it out. It's really good. It's really good.
It came out, and for two guys recording on cell phones, it's even more impressive.
Right. Right.
Because
Right.
I
I was
was
gonna
Oh
recording
yeah,
on
say.
a cell phone, you were recording on a cell phone. It's amazing the quality
Wow. Wow.
for doing that.
That's
Yeah,
that's cool as hell. So, yeah.
yeah.
So awesome, man. That's definitely pretty cool. And we're hoping, like I said, to expand our channel as well. And the more people we talk
Just
to,
keep having fun.
exactly,
Gotta do what you love
exactly.
doing. That's what it's all
You
about.
definitely.
know,
I know. I always said at the end of the day, like I think I'm up to like under 300
Mm,
people, and so to me that's a shit ton of people. I'm like, damn.
right.
But it's never really been about that. It's just
Having
having
fun.
fun doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then if people watch it, that's
Right.
cool.
Right.
And I think for anyone wanting to get into it, don't worry about any of that. I believe if you're doing stuff and then you get passionate about it
Mhm.
and you're doing stuff that you like, people will like what you're
Yeah.
doing, right?
Right.
If you're doing what you want to do, there'll be people out there that like what you're
Yeah.
doing. Like if I wanted to get bigger, I would play some more popular. I'm playing not the most popular bands, but then at that point, I'm not even playing their most popular songs. I actually really enjoy playing songs people haven't heard a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So if I do like a Screech and Weasel song that I did, I picked one that probably a lot of people, Screech and Weasel fans, haven't heard. I
Kind of
kind of
like
enjoy
that.
Yeah.
sharing that. But I love that song. So and then a lot of people have told me, oh, it's been great the music you've been sharing, and that's kind of been my thing
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pick songs I like. Don't try to impress people by picking songs you think people are gonna like. You can see through
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Just do
Definitely.
stuff you love, and people will gravitate
Oh
towards it.
yeah. And for our platform, I think that we try to just keep it real. There's not a lot of fluff and a lot of whatever. We just try to keep it, and
Yeah.
then lighthearted too. We have had people come on and say, "Hey, we really enjoyed being on your show. We didn't feel pressure. It was like having a
Yeah.
conversation
Oh
in
yeah.
in a living room with you guys.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel honored. I went to my kid. I go, guys. I'm going on a podcast today. My kids are like, what?
What? With who? What's
Right
going
on.
on? No, dude, it's
Yeah.
actually we're certainly honored to have you on and to talk with us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
been good to meet you.
yeah, and we'll definitely share
Yeah.
your
It's been a
stuff.
pleasure. It's
Definitely.
been a pleasure.
And
But guys, we need to go ahead and land this plane, and I need to hook my phone up to something because I'm almost gonna
yeah, I
be
see
out.
I get an alert. It says you're at 20% or something. So modern technology, I
Yeah.
Hey,
guess.
I'll send you the skulls video, and I will be getting with you here in the next month to do we'll do a duo Misfits for my new playlist.
Sounds great, man. I can't wait.
That's cool as hell.
And
But
then if you have any questions, are you on Instagram, Johnny, or no?
No, I'm on actually I'm on Facebook. I think I had an Instagram. I gotta kick one back off
Yeah.
again, but I need to do
Oh,
that.
I was gonna say if you had any questions, you could have Henry then you just DM me
Okay.
if you have any
oh yeah,
questions about that stuff we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah. I'd appreciate the help for sure. Just or Henry, just send you my number. I mean, we can go old school. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
that's
Best place to get me is on Instagram. That's it. You know what? How doesn't YouTube have a direct message? I know I don't want to get carry on, but there's no way to message other people.
right. There isn't.
yeah. I have no clue.
Everybody's collaborating, and they give you no way to talk to anybody. But anyways,
That's
that's
Yeah.
for
something else.
another day.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah, that'll
another
be for the
story.
next
Another
time you
story.
come on. Maybe we'll have it figured out by then.
Right.
Yeah, that's my biggest gripe about YouTube. I collaborate with people, I can't talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, it's been awesome to get here. I got to take off too. I'll send you that video. We'll do some more. It's
Cool.
been awesome to see you
Cool.
guys. And Henry, maybe down the road, I might try to play some drums on some of your originals. I think putting some real acoustic drums in there will make it sound even
Hey
cooler.
man, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know, man.
Yeah. And the tracks you put, I can do. So I can play what you did.
Awesome. I
So
can't wait, man.
we're looking to be doing that.
It's all out there. It's all in the future.
All
All
right.
right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and land this plane. Uh, this is Henry Horror with Johnny Noise and
Walk
Chad
on,
Rock,
guys.
and
Peace.
we will see you in the next video.
All right. Take care,
Take care,
guys.
man.
Take care.
Yeah.
Hold tight.